woke up in the middle of the night last night and I couldn't go back to sleep. I think I was excited about my Easter message, about recording this video this morning, or maybe I was anxious about it. Easter is one of those holidays as a preacher where you always want to say something meaningful. This is our highest holy day. This is the day when we celebrate that not even death has the last word, that God can bring something good out of anything, that even when the disciples thought that Jesus was gone, that their leader, who they had put such high hopes in, had been destroyed by the authorities, God wasn't yet done. And on a day like this morning, with the sun dawning in the background, when the women went to the tomb, they discovered that Jesus was still there, was still alive, and that Jesus would meet them in Galilee to continue what they had started, bringing the kingdom of God on earth. As I started to move around this morning, thinking more about what I would say and about what this message would look like, I at some point checked my email, and I found an email from a blogger that I follow. Somebody actually in the church put me onto it. It's called Mikey's Funnies, and most of the time it's corny preacher humor and other things that make you smile and make you laugh. But in the middle of the night, apparently Mike was up as well and sent a message out at 2:36 this morning. And so I thought maybe it's the perfect thing for us to think about as we celebrate Easter this year. It's a poem, and I want to read you this poem. The poem was written by Christy Bother. Hope I'm saying that right, Christy. I want to give you credit. By Christy Bother with a nod to Dr. Seuss, and it's called How the Virus Stole Easter. 'Twas late in 19 when the virus began, bringing chaos and fear to all people, each land. People were sick, hospitals full, doctors overwhelmed, no one in school. As winter gave way to the promise of spring, the virus raged on, touching peasant and king. People hid in their homes from the enemy unseen. They YouTubed and Zoomed, social distanced and cleaned. April approached, the churches were closed. There won't be an Easter, the world supposed. There won't be church services and egg hunts are out. No reason for new dresses when we can't go about. Holy Week started as bleak as the rest. The world was focused on masks and on tests. Easter can't happen this year, they proclaimed. Online and at home, it just won't be the same. Maundy, Thursday, Good Friday, the days came and went. The virus pressed on, it just would not relent. The world woke Sunday and nothing had changed. The virus still menaced, the people estranged. Pooh-pooh to the saints, the world was grumbling. They're finding out now that no Easter is coming. They're just waking up, I know what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. And then all the saints will all cry, boo-hoo. That noise, said the world, would be something to hear. So it paused, and the world put a hand to its ear. And it did hear a sound coming through all the skies. It started down low, and then it started to rise. But the sound wasn't depressed. Why, this sound was triumphant. It couldn't be so, but it grew with abundance. The world stared around, popping its eyes, then it shook. What it saw was a shocking surprise. Each saint in each nation, the tall and the small, was celebrating Jesus in spite of it all. It hadn't stopped Easter from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the world with its life, quite stuck in quarantine, stood puzzling and puzzling. Just how can it be? It came without bonnets. It came without bunnies. It came without egg hunts, cantatas, or money. Then the world thought of something it hadn't before. Maybe Easter, it thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Easter, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, the story's not done. What will you do? Will you share with that one? Or two or more people needing hope in this night? Will you share of the source of your life in this flight? The churches are empty, but so is the tomb. And Jesus is victor over death, doom, and gloom. So this year at Easter, let this be our prayer, as the virus still rages all around, everywhere. May the world see hope when it looks at God's people. May the world see the church is not a building or steeple. May the world find faith in Jesus' death and resurrection. May the world find joy in a time of dejection. May 2020 be known as the year of survival, but not only that, let it start with revival. On that same post, Mike quoted a meme that somebody had put out saying that the church is not closed, it's merely deployed. I like that. And so I'm going to end with that today. Happy Easter to each of you. I'm so grateful to be with you. Our church is not closed. It's merely deployed. Happy Easter, friends. God bless you. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Thanks be to God.